Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Nothing like trashing your First Amendment rights.
Again, gay.
Yeah.
The show is about to begin.
This is a bunch of bullshit.
All right, y'all. The bar is open. It's the Titty and Shiner Show, starring Big Titty Tidwell and Shiner McShine. Tonight's guest, nobody. Now for our host, Big Titty and Shiner. What's up, everybody? Thanks for making it to another episode of this podcast. Actually, episode 94.
Wow.
God dang, dude, we're up there, dude.
On fire.
My name is Big Titty Tidwell, and I had a good day today. It's Hump Day on the recording of this. Hump Day.
Hump Day.
And
Was a good day, man.
It was a good day. And who the fuck are you?
In case you guys forgot, I am the guy that invented the loop side of Velcro. My name is Shiner.
That's my boy. And back in the booth, doing his regular job, producing
Pushing
this
buttons.
podcast, pulling on our puppet strings, making sure we do whatever the hell we're supposed to do. Give it up for Mr. Donnie Smith. Donnie. I got some applause somewhere, but we're not putting it in. Donnie might put it in later for himself. Do that, Donnie. All right. How was your week, dude?
Oh, man, it's turned out to be kind of busy. I don't know. I'm watching YouTube Monday morning, just going through stuff, and saw somebody watch a video about a guy producing a commercial, a social media commercial in quarantine. And while I was watching that, I just got this epiphany, like, hey, I got a certain product that I really like. I ought to just make a commercial for that. So that's been my week, man. I mean, up until this point, I did a lot of filming today, and we're going to look through the footage in the morning and reshoot anything I need to, and then start editing it. So it'll be up by the weekend on social media platforms for you fools to listen to or watch.
Yeah, you guys will be able to watch it. We're not going to tell you what it is at all. It just has something to do with R. Something to do with R. That's it. That's the only clue you're going to get.
And we'll talk about it again next week.
You betcha, if we remember. And if Shiner's not too high. Because the aptly named shit show last week
Oh my God.
How much?
Well, here's the deal.
I didn't check. I didn't check an email one, nothing.
I don't hate. Well, I do hate that the world is taking place the way it is outside right now around us. But I wish we could take a break from that, because I've got some listener emails that we need to read through and discuss for an episode. Maybe we take a break next week from discussing current events.
Why don't we do it today?
I'm not prepared today. I haven't. I got to go through some of these.
I am not prepared. Don't get me prepared.
Look, Donnie's rubbing off on me. Back in the old days, I've been like, yeah, let's just do it.
You think Jesus was prepared? He wasn't prepared.
We'll do it next week. We'll do it next episode, and we'll go through some of these. Some of these I've just scanned through some of them, and some of them are pretty good. So,
there's top 10 stuff that I put on Facebook, and I talked about it last week a little bit about the 10 albums that kind of shaped me musically.
Right.
But as I've been listening to music this week, if I had to redo that, I'm not saying it'd be completely different, but there'd be about 4 or 5 albums that would be switched out. Because, dude, I have been on a Dr. Dre kick all day long.
Man, those are, sometimes it just hits good, dude. Like you'll be up doing something, and one of his songs will come on, man. You're just like, yeah, today's the day we're gonna be in Compton all day, and we're gonna listen to Dre and Snoop and just have a hell of a time.
Yaddy daddy da. It's the motherfucking deal.
Some of the stuff Dre and Eminem did, dude.
Off the cuff, just off the cuff.
Yeah, earth shattering stuff, dude. Eminem is, to me, that is the GOAT right there.
Someday everybody want to talk, but
I mean, you can't get any better than that dude, man. I mean, I bet Black Lives Matter is trying to have him run out of recording music. You can't record music like that if you white.
I bet he's probably running Black Lives Matter out of his shit. He's like, you can't be hanging with us.
You know, he's on the list of names that went to on the Lolita Express.
Really?
Marshall Mathers' name is on that list. Yep. I don't think anybody that's even. I mean, Chrissy Teigen's on there. Have you seen the stuff that's going on with that broad?
Dude, first off, she's starting to get big enough to where she's in my wheelhouse, but I'll never be able to get over that face. I had to bag that head, dude. Had to bag it.
Have you seen the stuff that she was tweeting?
No.
She was blabbing about it all along. She talked at one point about how she made reference to a 4-year-old pizza and how her and her husband were at a party and Brad Pitt handed them a pizza. She woke up one morning and a pizza was sitting on her chest. She's been tweeting about all this stuff all along, and she's erased. My mom told me she read that Chrissy Teigen erased 1 million tweets. I don't know. I saw 60,000. That was the last number I saw.
How can you erase that many tweets?
Well, apparently, I'm not even making this up. Apparently, she contacted Hillary Clinton to ask her.
No.
True story is what I read, dude.
What?
Which adds some validity to it, though. Like, why do those two know each other well enough they can personally contact each other? Maybe it's from sitting next to each other on Lolita Express.
I don't know. Somebody, I don't know who sent it to me. It's a funny picture. It's got a picture of Bill Clinton and his daughter, about like 13 years old, next to him, frizzy hair and all that mess. And let me pull it up here because it's freaking funny, and I don't want to get it wrong. And apparently I am going to get it wrong because I didn't save it in my photos. Oh, well. It just
I'll take your word for it. It was hilarious.
It was pretty funny. It said something like, well, at least I don't have to worry about you because you look like your mom. From when she was like 13.
Well, there you have that.
Yeah, wow. So a 4-pound pizza, 4-year-old pizza.
Mm-hmm.
4-slice pizza.
Well, and get this, dude. So while I was going in that rabbit hole, I ran across this story about Paul Walker. You remember that dude, right?
Yeah.
So you know how he died in that crash and that. What kind of? I mean, it was some high-end sports car.
Porsche.
What was it?
Porsche.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. So they said, they hit a tree, blah, blah, blah. But they said the video of that crash, that car explodes in a way that just doesn't make any sense. Like somebody had some explosives on it. So then I read a story about how he did a whole bunch of charity work in Haiti. And apparently while he was there, he ran across the fact that the Clinton Foundation was up to all kinds of dirty shit trafficking those kids. So while he was down there, he gathered all this information, and he was starting to make noise that he was gonna release it, and that's when that crash happened.
Huh.
I got some questions. Like that's pretty coincidental.
Yeah. Wow.
But see, the weird deal, like stuff like that happens, and if it even gets reported, it doesn't really catch fire. They kind of try to cover all that up, man. They kind of keep it quiet as they can, and some of it slips past you.
Yeah, and somebody else got suicided today.
I don't know if that was today or yesterday, but
yeah.
Epstein's personal banker, who helped secure like $80 million in loans for Epstein. So this dude and Epstein are tight. That dude hung himself. What? Huh?
They hung him. they hung himself.
They hung himself. Yes. Like that's a hashtag.
Hashtag they hung himself.
Yeah. Man, I mean, like all these. How people can not look at this stuff and go, okay, something's going on. I don't know what, but something is definitely transpiring here.
Just starting to see all the principal players just a little one by one picked off like leaves.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to remember. Was it the 8? Yeah. Okay. So, you think about this stuff, and like now, I don't know about anywhere else. I haven't really seen it anywhere on Instagram. I don't know if you have on Facebook, but there's a lot of talk about the LGBT acronym, including pedophiles now, and there's all this stuff about it on Twitter, and I'm like, why are they? I'm thinking, what is this about, man? Why are they shoving this down our throat? And then I'm watching this series called The Alienist the other night, and this takes place way back in New York City. But anyway, there was brothels apparently that like young kids worked in during the 19th century. But I'm watching this and I'm thinking, has the media been trying to desensitize us to this stuff to make us think it's normal? And are they shoving this down our throat on on social media right now because they're foreseeing that a lot of them are going to be identified, and they want to get people thinking that it's normal, it's okay. I mean, is that what's taking place right now?
There's so much stuff taking place right now, dude. I don't even know where to start, to be honest with you. It's nauseating to think that this is normal.
Well, it's excuse me. It's it's nauseating. Well, normal in that circle, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, think about all the kids that go missing in the country, just in this country.
Dude.
And think about how many of them are never recovered.
I wonder how many milk carton kids were flown to the island.
Yeah.
And in that, who were the girls? What were the girls? I mean, were obviously you can't just uproot a 14-year-old and take her to the island.
So it's like, who did they pick? How did they choose them?
Did they go to other countries and get them, or?
Well, you got to figure a portion of them ran away from home, ran into the wrong people, and were snatched up. But I mean, human trafficking is a very problematic in this part of the country. I mean, like Northeast Oklahoma, we're kind of the center of the nation.
Really?
And yeah, it's a very big. I mean, TPD has got guys that work that are assigned, and that's all they do. All they do is work human trafficking cases.
Now, when you say trafficking, are you talking about the basically the pimps that kind of like a hotel room slut?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
with a pimp.
Yeah, them. But I mean, there's networks of people. There was a really good documentary on Prime. I don't know if it's still there. I want to say it's called The Killing Fields, but they found a whole bunch of prostitutes that had been murdered up and down this highway. And the documentary, they actually started to film about one murder. They were making a movie, a documentary about one particular murder. They had no idea any of this other stuff existed. And while they were doing the documentary on this one, it turned into this, oh, God, there's a series of hookers that have been killed and buried along this highway. And then while they're doing they go, okay, we're switching gears. We'll make a documentary about that. And while they're in that process, they kind of uncover a network of truck drivers that are all serial killers.
What?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, have you ever seen numbers from the FBI about how many serial killers they think are active in the U.S. at any given time?
No.
I can't remember the exact number, so this can be anticlimactic, but it's a lot higher than you think it is. Donnie, look that up.
It's going to be anticlimactic, but it's a lot.
Can Donnie look that up for us? I mean, I wish I had more info than what I just gave you about it.
Yeah, I know. You just kind of snuck that one in there, and now I'm like, well, okay, I feel stupider because I don't know.
Well, I'm going to find out, Donnie. Get on this.
Get on it, Donnie. Man, I got a good friend of mine whose daughter turned 16 today.
Okay.
And then after we get done talking about that, get back with me about Mike Weinfarter. It's Mark Weinfartner or Fortner.
Oh, yeah.
He's from Rocklahoma. I don't know if you remember him. He was tall, big guy, beard. His wife had a big wheelchair, a big electric wheelchair.
Okay, yeah.
And he was always pull a wagon of stuff. Yeah, he died, man. He died.
What?
Yeah. Cancer. Cancer took him. And we knew him well. Nice guy. Nicest guy you'd ever meet. But So I just, wanted to pay a little homage to Mike Weinfarger.
Yeah,
because
man. Yeah.
he was a cool dude. We loved him. Only saw him at Rocklahoma. I think he's down from southeast Oklahoma. Anyways, Mike, if you're up there, dude, save some room for us.